my query is ended, I can write this, but even if I write this or I don't write this, the code will run same. This error is there because the table is already there, right? So now if I'll run this, the column has already been deleted. Yes. So we create this. Let me just copy paste it here so that I don't have to go above all the time, right? So this is the email column that I just created using the alter table. And when I run this delete or sorry, drop command, it again deletes the column. So now there is no email column is missing now. So these two things are clear to you. Alter table add and drop column. Any doubt in this?
No.
Okay. So quickly practice it once. Create this email and drop this email. Also use select statement. Just have a look at all the three tables you have completed. And if you want to go through some columns, you can do. So I'm copy pasting it in the chat box, and I don't think I need to copy paste in the Telegram. These are small queries. You can directly, write yourself if you are not able to copy paste, but you can take reference from the chat box if you want. So try these. I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes, and let me know when you are done so we can move forward with some other things. I hope these are clear to you. These are like small topics. Alter table and this you might not use very often, like create table or alter table, because these are database level commands that are mostly part of data control language, while your job as an analyst might be data manipulation, which is select is something very, very important for you. And 80 to 90% of your role would be based on this select statement, because table and the all those things would already be there when you are working. But this is important to know, that you know what is alter table, how to use it. That is why you have to go through these basics first before moving on to the complex topics. So let me know when you're done with this and we can move forward.
Hello.
Yes, Satya.
I'm getting a syntax error while creating the project table. Can you see?
Okay, sure.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is. So it is showing incorrect What do you think is the error? Like you can see there, it is showing incorrect syntax.
Yes, 109
Yes,
line 35. This one.
yes. So what do you think is the error? It is very clearly visible. You have just missed one small thing. See, in the previous one, you have missed a comma. Yes.
Okay.
So these small things might not,
Oh,
you might miss in the starting, but just go look at your call like query carefully once, and you will spot it automatically. In case you still are not able to, then obviously I'm here to help.
Hello. What if we need to change the table name?
We have to change the table name.
Like if I mistakenly type in department, so I need to fix the department name. So can you do that?
Like a column name or table name? Like you want
No,
to.
the table name because I have a typo as in employee ID. That's why employee table. Sorry.
Okay, you can. So we will go into that in the next. So next topic would
Because
be to change the column name, but I will tell you we can do like same is the procedure to change the name of the table also.
okay, because I have changed manually and got error. That's why.
Okay, in the next thing we will learn that.
Okay, thank you.
So Saurabh, like we need to give all in the caps.
No, not required. I've told you it is case insensitive. You can write caps, you can write small, whatever you want.
Yeah, actually because I'm getting error. It is not taking. 1 second, I will share my screen.
Okay, so why do you think it is the caps that is giving you the error?
No, no, I thought like because it is showing like incorrect syntax near keyword from. So that's why.
Okay, share your screen.
So
Let us see.
yeah, sure. So yeah.
Okay, so we are writing. So you write comma to separate the column names, but after salary you don't need to write the comma because
Okay.
yeah, that is the
Because
keyword. Yeah,
okay, because the line was changed, right?
it will think that from is also a column.
Okay.
Yeah.
But data is not showing.
Did you insert the data? Did you run this insert into employee table thing?
Okay. I need to run this one, right? First.
Yes, you have to run the above ones first. You have to insert the data, then only it will show you.
Yeah, from here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, no, run the complete thing, like the all 10 rows insert in one go. Okay. Yeah, till here you can run, and all the three tables will have the entries.
Yeah, right. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
So now that we are done with this, let us move forward with the rename column command. Right. So actually, there is a catch here that we have to learn. Remember, I told you that we are going to work on SQL Server, and it like Microsoft has made some changes, and it has some differences with MySQL.
Yeah.
So this is a certain change that we deal with that Microsoft has done by itself. So the thing is that, okay, just a second, yes. The thing is that in generally when we are working on a SQL platform, the thing to rename a column is alter table, table name. Okay, sorry, this is add new column again. Okay, we don't have it here. So it is actually alter table, and then you can rename table, rename a column. Okay, but in Excel, sorry, SQL Server, it is exeq. So this is execute sp underscore rename. So this sp underscore rename is actually an inbuilt function in SQL Server, while in MySQL you have to use the general alter table and rename column command, right? So that is not the case in SQL Server. Whenever you are using SQL Server, you have to remember this. So I will show you how it works, and it would be easier for you to understand. So rename, I will write here is rename a column, and so is the case when we are trying to rename the name of the table. Okay, so for column, let me write first. Here you can see the syntax exec sp underscore rename, table name, old column name, new column name, and you have to write column word. So I will write exec, that is execute sp underscore. See, whenever you write sp, these all these functions are actually inbuilt functions in SQL Server, but there are a lot of them. Not all of them are important. We will write sp underscore rename, and column name is employee. Sorry, table name is employee, and column name is last name. Then my new name, I will write it as surname. Okay, so I'm renaming the last name column of the employees table as surname. And lastly, I just have to mention that I am changing the column name, and that is all. So I will run this. You see last name here. Okay, let me just write it in all caps, otherwise it will look a little bit odd. So I will write it as sir. Okay. So now when I will do this, you can see. Okay. small thing we missed. We actually forgot to write a comma here, so that is why it got changed. And now I will have to change it again, and it will show me error because this does not exist. Our new column name is actually okay. You have to write this query because I've done some mishap. I'll just write it here. So our new name is actually surname, comma, column, which we have to rename. Hmm. Okay, I think I messed it here. You have to write this. I'll just execute this here. You have to write it like this. And someone was asking to rename the table, right? Rename the employee table or department table, I think. So to rename the table, you have to do the exact same thing. You just have to write exec, then you have to write sp underscore rename, and then you have to write old table name, and then you have to write comma, and you just have to write new table name. You don't have to mention this column when you are changing the name of the table. So try this, whoever was trying to rename the table, but this is not for all of you. All of you just have to try this and rename the column from last name to surname. Any doubts in this? Like, ignore this thing. I actually made an error here. You can ignore this part. I'll just clear this out. And you just have to write this exactly the same way. Table name, old column name, new column name, and you have to mention the word column. If you are trying to change the table name, you just have to mention old table and new table, and that is all. Any doubts in these two?
No.
Okay, so just execute this and let me know when you're done with. Okay. I'll just copy paste this in the chat box also.
So for changing column name, full command is including exec underscore rename.
Yes.
And again, we have to specify the table name employee along with the column name means employee dot last name.
Yes, yes, you have to
And
employ. Like this is the exact syntax. In this PDF you can see. So the syntax is exec sp underscore rename table name dot old column new column, and you have to
and
write this column word.
then column word. Okay. Got it.
Saurav, can I share my screen?
Yes, you can.
It's not giving me execute.
Okay. What error are you facing?
Because of this, I don't know.
Okay, okay. Actually, it is running. Can you click on this red square here, just on the right of execute? Now, can you run this? I think your SQL is just running a little bit slow. Can you run this again? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm also sharing my screen, please. Okay. It's giving me error over here. Okay, so explicit object type column is unrecognized. Okay, so can you show me the table that you have created? Select star from employee.
So column spelling is
Okay, spelling.
incorrect. Yeah.
You written COULMN actually. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I think we are done with the same, and let us now move forward with let me share my screen again. Okay. So till here, we have created this table, we have renamed the column, this and that. So we have 3 tables here. Let us have a look at all the 3 of them again. And from the last class, can anyone explain me here what is a foreign key? We have discussed yesterday. What is the foreign key? Can you explain me?
The primary key what we are using to connect with the other table, this is called as a foreign key in other table.
Okay, great. So here you can see I have these 3 tables, right? And I want to create foreign key. So what possibilities do we have? I want to create one in employee and department table, and I want to create one in the employee and project table. So what possibilities or what common column do you see?
In employee department ID, we can use as a foreign key because employee ID is already primary key.
Okay. And what else? Any other possibility? In the project table, we can use employee ID as a foreign key, right?
Yeah, right. Because
Because it is a primary key in the employee table. So that is what we are going to do here. See, when you will look at your table, let us say my department table, you will see these are the columns. And it is written here as PK. So PK stands for primary key. And if you will just have a look at your constraints, you will see there is key. There is a PK department. This is the name. Actually, this is the name of the key that we have created. So it is automatically given some name, as we have already created this primary key here when you are creating the table. Now I want to create the foreign key, and I will use the alter table command to add a foreign key constraint. Right. So it works like this. We will write alter table, table name. So the table name would be the name of the table which will have the foreign key. Right. So here we are going to add foreign key department ID in the employees table. This would be a foreign key. So we will write the name of the table as employee. Okay. Then the syntax is you have to add constraint. This is what you have to write. Constraint name. So we can name the constraint. Then foreign key, column name, references, reference table, reference column. So in this, if I say that I'm creating in employee table a foreign key department ID, then what is the reference table and what is the reference column here? The reference table is the department table and reference column is department ID in the department table. Right, so this is the table I'm going to alter to create the foreign key, and this is the table I will take the reference from. So reference column would be the column which is primary key in that other table. Okay, so I'll write the query. I hope it will become a little bit more clear to you. So what we have to do, we have to write alter table, and we want to add constraint foreign key. Right, so the syntax, let me just make it a little bit smaller.
You need to change your screen.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sharing the PDF. Okay, I'll share my screen again. Okay, now I think you can see.
yes.
Is it visible now? So here I was asking, like, if this particular thing, like in this table, okay, so you were not able to see when I was explaining like employee ID reference, that thing, you were just seeing the PDF.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll explain it again, my bad. So see, in this table, this would be the foreign key. in the employee table.
Yeah.
So this would be alter table employee and foreign key would be department ID. The reference table and the reference column would be the department table, and we will take this column as the reference. Okay, so if you will look at the syntax here, it says references reference table. So reference table would be the department table and the reference column would be the department ID, but from the department table. So I will write it here. Just try to focus and then you can write it and understand also. So I will write alter table employee. This is
Saurabh,
that.
I'm really sorry, but I just
Mhm.
want to know how you see the three tables in one go. Because
You
whenever
can
I'm
you
selecting, I'm
can
getting only one. Acha,
okay.
select three. Okay, three done.
Yeah, and then you can scroll it up if the size is smaller, and you can squeeze it also accordingly.
Thanks for helping with this. Thank
Okay.
you.
So alter table employee, this is the name of the table which will have the foreign key. So whenever you are using alter table, it is the name of the table that you are working upon. Then I will write add constraint. So this is the keyword you have to write. And then you have to write the name of the constraint. It could be anything. You can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 7, 8, 5, 6. This that you are seeing here, PK department, this is the name of the constraint. So I will write here as FK underscore employee underscore department. Right? Why I'm writing like this? So that if someone sees, he will understand that, okay, this is the foreign key between employee and department table. But this could be anything. This is the name that we are giving. And then we have to write foreign key. This is the name of the constraint, like actual constraint, and the name of the column, department underscore ID. Right. And lastly, I will mention the references. References spelling is correct, right? References.
No, I guess.
Okay, I'll have to cross check.
REI.
Yes, now it is correct. So references, the table name department, and again department ID from the department table. Okay, so this is what we have here. I'll execute this and it will create a foreign key constraint. Okay, so don't get confused in the two department IDs, they are different. This department ID is from the employees table, which is going to be the foreign key. And this department ID is the primary key that exists in the department table. So let us run this. Okay, I've executed this. You cannot see in the table because table will not show you anything like foreign key and something. But if you have a look at this and in the employees table, if you go into the constraints, sorry, keys, you will see FK underscore employee underscore department, which is a foreign key that I've just created. Right. So if it is a foreign key, this is the symbol. If it is a primary key, then this is the symbol. So this shows that it is a foreign key or it is a primary key. Similarly, we have to create, and I will give this to you. You have to create foreign key constraint in project table by taking reference from employee table.
Can you please,
So,
in short, can you again explain above because I'm not able to understand
this
this.
thing,
Yes, please.
okay, let us go again with the same. Do you understand the task that we have to do? Like what is a foreign key and what we are going to do here?
Actually, I'm not getting that concept. What exactly uses? Because see, if there is a primary key, it can directly connect those table with other table, right? By some,
No, that
join.
cannot directly connect. See, this
Acha.
is the primary key in the employee table. This is unique. This cannot be null, and all the constraints are there with it.
Yes.
Now, if I'm joining the thing, like, and this is the primary key in department table,
Mhm.
and this is the primary key in employee table.
Okay.
Right? We have both the tables here. Now, I want to create a relationship between these two tables. So, what is the common column? Department ID.
Department ID.
Right? Department ID. This is the common column here. Right? Now, if I were to create the relationship between these two common columns, I will have to create a foreign key here. It will take reference from the primary key in the department table. This is what I'm trying to do.
So which is non-unique, but we are going to use.
Foreign
So
key
there.
can be non-unique. It is just
Okay.
there to create a relationship.
Okay.
See here, by definition, it says a foreign key is a field in one table that refers to the primary key in another table. it establishes a relationship between two tables, right? So going back here, what I'm trying to do in the employee table, so I've written alter table employee because I'm creating this foreign key in the employee table, right? Then I've written add constraint, name of the constraint, it could be anything. I've written fk underscore employee underscore department. Then I have to write foreign key and foreign key column name. So this is the foreign key that I'm creating. Then you have to write references, and after references you have to take what difference you are taking. So after references we will take the primary key in the other table. So primary key is department ID and table name is department. That is how we are creating this. So run this and
Got
you
it,
can
got
check
it. Thank you.
And same thing you have to do it with this. So I'll give you 5 minutes to run this and solve this question. Whoever solved this question, just let me know in the chat box. Right. So the second question, try it. I will give the answer to you obviously, but try it once yourself. If you are able to do it, then it is great. Otherwise, I will tell you how to do it.
I'm getting an error which is showing like there is some conflict with the foreign key constraint.